Here we are in part 4 of using Discovery Education videos in the classroom. We've added videos to my content, specifically some videos on the nature of volcanoes targeted to middle grade students. I go to my content, which is up at the top menu bar, and I go to science, which is where I've sorted stuff. I created a folder called volcanoes, and there are the 6 videos, not necessarily in sequence, that are part of the first segment of understanding volcanoes. Questions for study and discussion would be number 1. It's ended with activities and answers to part 1 questions. So I do have to know what comes first, second, third, fourth, etc. No, I cannot rename these, but I can use them. At this point, these are bookmarks that are stored, and they're stored in my content. They take up no space whatsoever. They're not on my computer, but if I want to check something out, like the fire goddess, I double click on it. I go to my DE. There I am. I see fire goddess over here. See that they're all downloaded or added to my quick list and my content. I can review the video if I forget what it's about. I've still left closed captioning turned on. Turn it off. I realize, which I didn't show to you before, that I can see the entire transcript, and this can be a very, very powerful tool, especially for English learners, or to go back and key items. Materials is where we had found the teacher's guide, if you remember. Understanding Volcanoes Teacher's Guide, developed by Discovery Education, grade level 6 to 8 focus, earth science content, lesson duration, they call it 2 class periods, and I guess you could do that. And without going into this again, this is an excellent guide in what your objectives should be. Scroll toward the end, discussion questions, key vocabulary, assessment, and other links. You can, by the way, easily print this or save this PDF, portable document format, so that you can use it at any time. So here we are. At this point, the question becomes, am I ready to teach? Well, when I go back into my school, I know that I have limited bandwidth. And sometimes videos may start to chatter and slow down and just be generally unruly because so many people are hitting our small network. Instead, if I'm going to teach, what I plan to do is download key videos. To do that, up on the menu bar, you see the download button. Let's look here. On download, I can download the entire 49-minute video. I do not want to do that. It just takes up a lot of space and there's no reason. I could download, the entire section I'm using, which is 24 minutes. Again, I go, why? Because I'm going to show this as different segments. Now, how do I do that? Quickly and easily. Here I am ready to download. If you remember, I clicked on download. It gave me options for what to download. Click on it again, and I'm right back where I was in understanding volcanoes. The question is, what am I going to download, and how do I easily select it? I don't want to download the large 24-minute understanding volcanoes thing. Rather, I want to download multiple clips. I click on the first, hold the shift key, and click on the last in the sequence, and here I am. Notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clips. Go to download, and let's download them. Segments, download. download, 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 and download. I have been downloading the videos one by one. If I look in my videos library, which is part of my videos, then I see I've downloaded 4 videos. Minimize this so we can again look once more at how to get the last 2 of the 6 videos. Sleeping Giants is highlighted. I go to download. Sleeping Giants, which is called playing. Click on download video. Screen flashes. And notice at the very bottom it says, do you want to open or save the Sleeping Giants? What I want to do is do save as so I can determine where it goes. It goes to the last place I was, which happens to be my volcanoes folder. I save it. The Sleeping Giants video has completed. That download is done. Click here. Screen flashes. Do you want to open or save activities and answers to part 1's questions? Again, I want to save as. Click on that. It opens into my video library. The activities and answers download has completed. Again, now looking at my video library, if I expand this a little bit, I see that I have all my downloaded videos. All that I need to do now is determine which is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and that's it. What I typically do in the classroom is this. I know that I'm going to ask my questions first. I click on this and rename it. And I start with 01 underscore. Named numerically as well as with the original names. At this point, I can select a file to preview it. Know that the one that I'm going to have to watch multiple times is Fire Goddess. There it is. It opens for me in Windows Movie Viewer. I've downloaded it at a 700 megabit bandwidth, so it's a high resolution file. These can now be copied or transferred any which way to show in class. At that point, I won't have to worry about bandwidth or other kinds of restrictions in my local network. It will just be able to be shown and life will be good. That's it. I hope you find this useful and explore Discovery Streaming on your own.